Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to my Survival Guide Let's Play on the 1.16.5 version of Minecraft. And today we're going to work on a blaze spawner in the Nether. So stay tuned. Okay, so here we are in the attic of our base, and I threw up a little impromptu enchantment room up here as well. What you'll find about me is I like to put enchantment rooms in a lot of places. I'll usually put one near my best sources of both my early and then my best sources of XP. So that's why we did one right by the zombie grinder there in the Evil Dead cabin that we built back in episode I don't know, 4 maybe it was. So now I have one for convenience sake up in the attic in my house, and I just kind of tried to make this one look like kind of just a little, you know, kind of a little disheveled attic space, maybe a little bit cluttered with a bunch of random storage, a few empty bookcases. I use looms for empty bookcases. We got a level 30 enchantment table here, and we got a little brewing station set up here. So I've been trying to prep the blaze spawner just a little bit. Didn't want to do too much work off camera because you know, I want to go ahead and share most of that. And right now I'm you know, I'm going to put a link to the tutorial that I based this spawner on, and I tell you what, they did all the work up front on getting it lit up and prepped so that blazes weren't spawned. And sure, yeah, from that point, once you get the blazes to stop spawning, it's pretty easy to build the XP grinder there. But getting those guys to stop spawning, pretty tough. So I thought what would help is getting some. I've got pretty good armor, but I thought maybe getting some fire resistance potions would help. So we're going to go ahead and start brewing some stuff up here. Okay, so we got a brewing stand here. We already have our blaze powder in there, so we've got some just some simple water bottles here, and we'll put our nether wart in there, and that's going to brew up some awkward potions. Okay, so now we have 3 awkward potions. Now we're going to put a little magma cream in there, and that's going to make 3 potions of fire resistance. All right, so now we have 3 of these 3-minute fire resistance potions. We're going to add some redstone, and that will turn them into 8-minute versions. Pretty good bargain for 1 piece of redstone dust. Okay, there you have it. We've got 3 bottles of 8 minutes fire resistance. Let's head over to the portal. All right, so I do have my gold helmet on, and you know what? I don't need some of this stuff. I'm going to leave the nether wart behind. You can see I'm back down to level 1, incidentally, and that is because I used a bunch of levels getting combining some bows to get this thing up to power 4 and punch 2. Still not the best bow, but a pretty decent bow at any rate. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run in. All right, now one thing I did do off screen because, you know, there's nothing tricky about it. You saw that when I first spawned in, I built this little enclosure, and I built that ladder going up. So I just went up there and I dug a tunnel. Since we knew the coordinates of the fortress, I dug a tunnel right way up there in the roof of the Nether, so we could get over there really quick without any impediments and hop right over to the spawner. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so you may recall I dug out this little room here, and now this just heads over. I just simply dug a simple tunnel to the X coordinate, and then as soon as I reached the X coordinate, I made a turn and finished the tunnel over to the Y coordinate. Now, when you're doing this, there are, if you haven't done this a lot before, you just got to be careful. So there are patches, like here's one right here, where you're digging, and you're pretty high up, but you could still come into some open spots where there's going to be no floor. So the strategy I use is I just crouch the whole time, and that way, because sometimes when you're going through this nether brick, you might punch a hole in the floor and not even see it. So that way, if you're crouching, you won't walk right off the edge. Just a little minor tip that I learned the hard way. Okay, so here we are over at the coordinates, and I built the ladder down so we can just kind of go right down there, and it's enclosed in this tube. I'll probably replace this basalt with glass once to make it look a little bit better once it's all done. But I need to get this done now. I hear ghast, and again, those things can be far away. We don't want this thing blowing up the work we're trying to do here. So I just want to make sure there is an area over that way where ghast can spawn. So if they see me, they could blow me up. But okay. I'm going to go ahead and drink one of our fire resistance. Now, there's a block pattern of glowstones that if you do this, it should stop them from spawning. So far, I haven't gotten there. So it's been pretty hairy. So I'm just going to continuing to try to light this thing up. And now I know that this will protect me against the fire damage. I don't know if this will help with getting hit as far as knockback goes. So there's a chance that I could get knocked off of here. So I'm going to try to be conscious of that and not overextend myself too much here. So the thing with these guys, with these blazes, are they'll spawn anywhere in their spawnable area that's got a light level of 11 or lower. So you really got to light this thing up pretty good. And this is a lot better since the last time. I mean, I hear a blaze somewhere, but man, they were still really clobbering me. And so I think maybe I'm there. He's down there. So maybe I'm finally getting to the point where I have this lit up well enough. I think we might actually finally have this thing lit up enough where we're not going to be getting a bunch of spawns. I can tell you, and I should have captured it. I really should have. I apologize for not doing that, but it was pretty hairy getting this. The first down was pretty easy. You just run up here and you place down some blocks. Now I gotta keep an eye out for that ghast because I don't want him blowing up the stuff. I want to make sure he doesn't actually... Okay, see, they're over there, and he can see me from there if he looks this way. We're going to dig down 7 blocks directly below the spawner. Now, we're going to stand on 2 blocks so that we don't... in case we can fall through a floor here. So that's 2. Alright, so that's 7 blocks. Alright, so now we got to dig this out. We got to dig ourselves out, I don't know, about 11 by 11, 12 by 12 platform here. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here and jump down. I got feather falling 3, so I'm not going to get hurt. It's important. Well, let's see. I need to grab some glass first. So, all right, I've got some glass now. Now I'm going to jump down. And I got to move over 1 block here. And directly above me, that's where the spawner is. Okay, so we need to make a little 2x2 opening. And we want to make sure that if something were to drop down straight from the bottom of that spawner, that it would land somewhere in here. Anywhere in here would be fine. It just has to land somewhere in here. Yeah, this is pretty distracting. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these guys. So here's the thing. So even after you stop the spawner from spawning, I mean, blazes just spawn in the nether. So blazes are still going to spawn. So you just got to watch out. Okay, so now that ghast can see me. Yeah, I think you know, it might be easier just to build a little wall from here. So I got to go out. Let's see, from here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just building myself up a little kind of a privacy wall, if you will, just so that the ghasts don't have line of sight on me. And that hopefully will keep them from seeing me. And I don't know if this will need to be temporary. Probably not. We'll see how it looks. But this is beyond the scope of where the spawner is going to be, I believe. So, and I need to continue it over there. So I could leave it up. I don't know if I will or not. We'll just have to see. But for now, I want to get these guys so that they can't be blowing up what I'm doing here, because they can't blow up these blocks necessarily, but they can blow up the glass pretty easily. So I just want to create a little screen here so they can't see me. Okay, so my fire resistance has worn off, as I was just reminded by somebody here. I don't even know who shot at me. Okay, so I'm working on this floor here, and we need to build our self lab. I would say about a 12 by 12 platform under here. We're going to put glass on top of the whole thing, but then we're going to dig a little bit of a floor underneath it. But we need to build like a 12 by 12, and I'm going a little bigger over here again to screen me from some of these guests. But that's what I'm working on now. So I'm going to get this floor in, and then we'll come back when we're going to start working some more on this. Okay, so I ended up building a. I wasn't thinking it's a little bigger than 12 by 12 because I went out. Well, this way I went out 5 blocks and built the wall. Over here from the edge, I went out. The wall there is on the 6th block. So far, let's see. I've seen guests over there and over here, so I'm going to build these 2 little sections up a little bit more, and then we can go ahead and start building our frame around this. Okay, so we've got this. All we've done so far is, besides this prep work here, is we've got this little 2x2 pocket that is directly below the spawner. So any one of these 4 blocks here should be directly below that spawner. That's critically important. Okay, so now we're going to go 3 blocks out more in every direction. All right, and now we're going to fill this all in and make this a big square. This should end up being a 10 by 10 square when we're all done. All right, so I'm going to count this off just to make sure it's 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and then 10 the other direction. Yes. Okay. Now we got to go around it with a border. So I'm going to use Blackstone. I'm going to use the classic black and red color combination for this one. All right, and then we'll start over here. And we'll go all the way around. Okay, so now we got a border going all the way around, and we're going to have to break out a lot more of this, but I'm in no hurry to do it because it's kind of acting as a screen for other critters in the area. Okay, so now we got to pick a corner. We're going to go all 4 corners, but pick any corner to start, and we got to go up 10 more blocks. And I can see I forgot to pick up some more food out of the oven on my way back. So at some point I'm going to have to run back and get the food. But I've still got a little bit of food, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to work for a little bit. So again, 10 additional blocks in every corner. So from the floor here, which is the nether brick, it'll be an 11 block high post, but we already have block 1 down, so 10 more. All right, I'm going to finish this last post here, and then off camera I'll run back and get the food that I forgot to bring with me because now that I'm a little more exposed, these guys are going to be relentless on me. Okay, I shall return. All right, I'm back. I went and I grabbed some food, and I also, while I was there, I brewed up some more fire potions so that I could just go ahead and stay on them the entire time. Okay, so now I also brought some scaffolding back with me. All right, so now we got to connect these towers we did. We have to connect them all at the top. All right, now I see he can see me now, but we're going to have glass in here pretty soon. All right, I'm going to have to take this guy out. For precisely that reason. He's breaking my glass. There we go. Shame on you. Alright, luckily I brought more glass than was needed. Okay, now we got that ring all the way around. Let's go ahead and let's fill this in with glass. Okay, so we have the whole ceiling filled in with glass now. Now we got to do the walls, but I'm taking this opportunity while I'm out here to break out some of these bricks because we're going to need to do it anyway, and it'll save us a little bit of time. We don't want to break any of the glowstone yet, though. We don't need the blazes to start kicking back up again. I'm just worried if I wait to the end to break these blocks out, I might accidentally break the spawner, and that would be tragic. Okay, so now all we have up there left right now is the blazer and the glowstone. We will break the glowstone out eventually, but not until we're ready for that. So now we just got to finish. We got to go ahead and put red glass on all the walls all the way up. Now let's see what one. I've been getting hit by blazes in that direction and gas in this direction. I guess the gas are worse, so we're going to start over here. Okay, so we got the room completely encased in glass. Now we got to break out a little chamber here for the kill room in the collection system. So we're going to go down 3 blocks, being careful because I'm not sure how far down we got before we get to lava. So I'm straddling some blocks here. Okay, so we've got 3 blocks. I think we need to go one more. We need to be 3 blocks beneath. No, this is right. 3 blocks beneath that floor level. So now we can go ahead and break all these blocks out. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break out all the blocks that are underneath the glass, including the frame. Okay, so I got more than enough space here cleared out. I'll make this look better at another time. It's just so weird seeing and hearing that ghast up there because I know he can't see me through the glass, but it's still, boy, that would be tragic if he busted all my glass out. Okay, so now we've got to place some blocks. We've got to place a collection chest and some hoppers. I should probably protect this area a little bit so that he can't see me and start shooting at me from there. Okay, so just so I can see where I need to put this chest, I need to put, there's going to be 4 hoppers directly under here, so I need to put the chest off to the one side. So I'll put those 2 blocks as temporary blocks, just so I can make sure I get the chest in the right spot. Now I'll break those back out. Okay, now we need 4 hoppers going into that chest. I'll probably make it a double chest, but for right now. Crouch, hopper going into there. Hopper going into the hopper. And a hopper going into that hopper. As long as ultimately all the hoppers go in somewhere and lead to the chest, we are all good. Okay, so now we need to put slabs on top of the hoppers. Alright, now we need some more glass. Now we're going to go ahead and come down on 3 of the sides, being careful to leave that 2x2 hole open. And we're going to just go ahead and surround the hoppers. Alright, and now we got to put trapdoors on the bottoms. There you go. And now we'll be able to get in there and smack those guys. Okay, so now we got to get back in. And we have a couple of things to do inside. Obviously, we have to break out the glowstone, but we also have to put lava in each corner. But we also have to put vines in here. So make sure I have my Silk Touch X so we don't lose the glass. All right, we need to take the vines and put the vines on the blocks. Okay, so now we are ready to break those and get the lava in the corners. I am curious. I can, let's see what the best strategy is since I don't have a lot of room to get around. So this 2 sides is going to be easy. I just do exactly this. Maybe I can, just thinking out loud here. Okay, let's see. I'm developing a strategy to get out of here. Alright, I'm curious. I'm going to try something here. If I put lava in this corner, how far does it flow? Okay. So, as long as I can find a way to break those glowstones over here, I can get away with having the lava in there already. I'll be able to get out here quick, do this one last. You know what would be a good idea? Drink another fire resistance, because this way if I fall into the lava, no big deal. Nobody ever accused me of being a rocket science. Okay, so all I have to do, I have to break these glowstone. Those guys are going to start spawning, so let me get some more lava ready in the queue so I can do that quick. Then I can just I can break the scaffolding, place the lava, and be on our way. Alright, so things are going to get interesting soon. Ooh, one thing I forgot. I was supposed to put a I've got to put a slab up there as well. Can I put, let's see, can I put a block here? Yeah, okay, good. So I can get a slab here. There we go. Alright, these guys are going to start spawning like crazy. Oh, that's right. So it doesn't protect me from their melee damage. Alright, is that all? I think that's... No, one more. Alright, I think that's all the glowstones. Alright. Lava. Lava. I think that's it, unless I forgot something. So they're in there. And they're going to start funneling down here. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and AFK for, let's do 15 minutes. I'm on level 3, and let's see how many blaze rods and how much experience I get out of this. Now, let me get away from these guys so they're not so loud. So, my sword is not really that good. It's got sharpness 3 on it. That's it. So it'd be nice to have looting 3, sharpness 5, sweeping edge. These are the type of things that would be great, to be honest. So this is a good indicator of what it's going to be like in a non-ideal situation. Okay, so I'm going to hang out here for 15 minutes, and I'll be back, and we'll see what we can collect up. Okay, so I'm back, and it's been 15 minutes, and let's see, and I think they're starting to die. I don't know if it's because of cramming or... Alright, so we started with 3. I'm going to pull those out of there. So let's just see only what we get from this. Alright, here we go. We're on almost to level 4. So let's see where we get. Alright, I'm not sure when we've emptied out what was in there and how many more are just still coming, but there's still plenty in there. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. 34 blaze rods. Okay, 34 blaze rods and almost 20 levels that quickly. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely slowing down now. So level 25 and 40 blaze rods. Okay, so... if we multiply that out by 4, that's 160 blaze rods an hour, and in just a couple minutes here we went from just under level 4 to level 25, so 21 levels pretty quick. This is this thing is pretty beastly. Not as good as the Enderman farm, but we're not there yet. But this is a pretty cool farm. I like it, and I'm glad we did it. Okay, so there she is. That's a pretty cool looking spawner there. Of course, I'm too far away for it to be working right now, but I like the red and black. That looks pretty cool. We're going to make this look a lot cooler, but now I can remove this wall that I had, this little retention wall I put up so that things from far away can't see me, and because we're not really going to be walking around the perimeter out there unless something really bad happens. So I don't really need there. They can't see me in the room down there because it's all either behind bricks or glass anyway. So, but that looks pretty cool. Let's take a look and see what it looks like with shaders on. All right, love the glow of that lava with the shaders. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This is a pretty big accomplishment here. I've never built one of these in 100% in survival before, so that was an accomplishment for me as well. I think we're going to end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It sure would help me out a whole bunch, and then it would keep me making cool content like this. And for now, that's going to do it. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.